Some fraudulent insurance claims come from the strangest of places.
Manchester Prison is a Victorian prison. It was built in 1868 and opened as a high-security prison in 1994, and we currently look after in excess of 1,300 men.
Incredibly, though, some criminals are trying to claim from the state by creating fake injuries, which inmates like Andrew Kirbishley hope will pay out while they're still behind bars.
Mr. Kirbishley was serving time for a violent assault. He claimed that during the course of an industrial cleaning lesson that he was using the buffer and he tripped over the damaged flooring.
Accidents happen, and this was nothing out of the ordinary. But crafty Kirbishley was hell-bent on making a meal of it.
Kirbishley claimed that he'd severely injured his knee to the point where he wasn't able to walk.
While Kirbishley claimed to be injured, he still had his wits about him and had the psychic ability to predict his accident. Kirbishley had spotted the damaged floor days before and told the prison course leader about the imminent danger.
He actually informed us that Mr. Kirbishley had mentioned the damaged flooring before the course took place. He'd smiled and said, somebody's going to have an accident on this during the course of the day.
And curiously enough, his prediction came true.
He was then seen by the City College instructor to pretend to fall over the damaged flooring and lower himself to the ground in a controlled manner. He then looked up at the City College instructor and smirked.
Kirbishley's prediction, and pretty poor acting, was where he really slipped up, as Chris Hadfield from Greater Manchester Police soon discovered.
One of the witnesses had actually seen Kirbishley fall over quite dramatically in a very controlled manner. And by that, he said that Kirbishley had fallen over with his arms outstretched, fallen to the floor with his knee bent. That's not the actions of somebody who had tripped over.
Undeterred by witness accounts, Kirbishley appointed a solicitor who wrote to the prison authorities, claiming their client had suffered significant pain and discomfort at the left knee and was suffering with a constant dull ache with bouts of intermittent sharp shooting and throbbing pains to the back of the knee.
The solicitor's letter had said that he wasn't able to attend the gym, so we asked the wing staff to monitor Mr. Kirbishley's movements.
It didn't take long to find out that crafty Kirbishley was continuing his deception.
The wing staff were able to monitor Mr. Kirbishley and relayed back to us that he was attending the gym on a regular basis and he was in fact lifting quite heavy weights. The amount of weight that he was lifting, he would be unable to do this with that knee injury.
The team had now gathered enough evidence to expose the fake claim and go after the crooked claimer. This resulted in Kirbishley's sentence being extended by an additional month. But that wasn't all.
Mr. Kirbishley was due to have a parole board review hearing where he was hoping to have his category lowered, which would mean that he could move to a lower category jail.
He thought it would be his get-out-of-jail-free card, but Kirbishley really tripped up when he thought he could get the taxpayer to pay for his lies.
The fact that Mr. Kirbishley was charged with another offence during his sentence meant that his progression to another establishment was halted at that point.
Kirbishley remains a caged bird in Manchester's high-security prison. And if he or any other inmate fancies making a quick buck from false claims, the governor has some words of warning.
The message is that this sort of action by offenders will not be tolerated, and we'll use all measures, working with Greater Manchester Police, our specialists, litigation teams, to stamp down on it. And the message is that it won't be tolerated and people will be brought to justice.